Let us solve these questions from NCERT miscellaneous exercise of complex numbers. So now find the conjugate of. So I am given this expression here, 3 minus 2 iota, 2 plus 3 iota, 1 plus 2 iota into 2 minus iota. So first thing I'll do is I'll bring it into a plus iota b form, and then to write its conjugate I'll change the sign of imaginary part, right? So let's do that. What is the denominator? It is 2 plus 4 iota minus iota, then minus 2 iota squared, and the numerator is 6 minus 4 iota plus 9 iota, and then minus 6 iota squared. Okay, so it will be, this will be minus 1, iota squared is minus 1, so minus into minus plus, so this is plus 6, so I'll write it as 12, and 9 iota minus 4 iota is 5 iota, divided by, this is plus 2, right, because iota squared is minus 1, so minus minus plus, 2 plus 2 4, and then this will be 3 iota. Right, now let me multiply and divide it with 4 minus 3 iota. Okay, so it will give me, in the numerator I'll have 48 plus 20 iota minus 36 iota, and then minus 15 iota squared. In the denominator I'll have 16 plus 9, so this will give me, this will be plus 15 and 48, so it will be 63 minus 16 iota divided by 25. If I write it separately, it will be 63 by 25 minus 16 by 25 iota. Now I need its conjugate, so the conjugate will be 63 by 25 plus 16 by 25 iota. We need to find the modulus and argument of these complex numbers, right? What will be the modulus? Let us try first one. 1 plus iota divided by 1 minus iota. This expression we are familiar with, right? If you are not, now you will see. We have solved this kind of questions, I think, in previous exercises. So let us see what it is. And in the denominator I'll write 1 plus iota squared. Okay, this will be 1 minus iota squared, and it will be equal to, this is minus 1, right? So 1 minus 1 plus 2 iota, and in the denominator this will be minus 1, so 1 plus 1, because this is minus sign and this is minus 1, so minus of minus 1 will become plus 1. So I'll have 2 iota by 2, which is nothing but iota. So this expression is nothing but iota itself. So what is the modulus? Modulus is 1, right, because you can consider it as 0 plus 1 into iota. So then what is modulus? 0 squared plus 1 squared, so 1, right? And what is the argument? Argument, we know it is pi by 2, or you can consider this Argand plane. We know here at this place where I have got coordinates of this point are 0, 1, right? So this point represents iota, and it is 1 unit away from the origin, so modulus is 1. And what is the argument here? It is pi by 2. Okay, let us look at this second part now. Second part is 1 over 1 plus iota, so I'll multiply and divide it with 1 minus iota, 1 minus iota divided by, this will become 1 minus iota squared, that is 1 by 2 minus iota by 2, right? This will become 2. So now I need modulus. Modulus will be equal to 1 by 2 squared plus minus 1 by 2 squared square root. So it will be equal to, this will be 1 by 4, this will be 1 by 4. If I add 1 by 4 and 1 by 4, it will be 1 by 2 square root. So it will be 1 by root 2. and then you can write it as if I multiply and divide it with root 2, I can write it as root 2 by 2 also. And what about its argument? Argument, if you notice, the x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is negative, right? So which quadrant are we talking about? We are talking about this fourth quadrant where x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. And with what is the tan phi? 1 by 2 divided by, see, what will be tan phi? It will be mod y by x, right? What is y? It is minus 1 by 2, right? So minus 1 by 2 by 1 by 2. It will give you 1. Hence phi will be equal to pi by 4. Now it is in fourth quadrant, so we will write it as minus pi by 4. So argument is minus pi by 4. I hope these things are clear to you, how to find tan phi and what is phi. Phi is the reference angle that we take. So what is phi? The OP ray that we discussed, it makes an angle with x-axis. So this is the angle that we are talking about. Now this is not the angle with positive direction of x-axis. It is with the minimum angle that it makes with the x-axis. So I hope if you go through the theory lectures, you will not find this any difficult. Now this, I need to prove x squared plus y squared equal to 1. So what I am going to do is, what is mod of x plus iota y? It is equal to root x square plus y square, right? So what I'll do is, I'll take mod of x plus iota y, which is nothing but mod of a plus iota b divided by a minus iota b, and which can further be written as mod of a plus iota b divided by mod of a minus iota b. Now this is, left hand side is square root of x square plus y square, and on the right hand side I'll have square root of a squared plus b squared divided by mod of a minus iota b is also square root of a squared plus b squared. So this is equal to 1. If I square both sides, I'll have x square plus y square equal to 1. Okay. Find real, now this is theta. We need to find theta if this is purely real. When something is purely real, that means its imaginary part is 0, right? So let us see what this expression is. 3 plus 2 iota sine theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota sine theta. Let us first, my plan is to bring it into a plus iota b form first. Now the imaginary part is equal to 0, so I'll put the imaginary part equal to 0 and then find value of theta. So this is what I am going to do. First of all, I'll bring it into a plus iota b form. For that, I'll multiply and divide it with 1 plus 2 iota sine theta, 1 plus 2 iota sine theta. So the numerator will become 3 plus 2 iota sine theta plus 6 iota sine theta plus 4 iota squared sine squared theta, and in the denominator I'll have 1 squared plus 2 sine theta squared. This will be the denominator. So what is the numerator? This is minus 1, right? So minus 4 sine square theta can be clubbed with this 3. So let me write it here. 3 minus 4 sine square theta. I have separated it because this will become my real part of the numerator, and these two terms can be clubbed together and written as 8 iota sine theta divided by 1 plus 4 sine square theta. Now I can separate these real part and imaginary part like this. This will be my real part, and what will be the imaginary part? 8 sine theta over 1 plus 4 sine square theta into iota. So this is the imaginary part. Now I know that the number that I started with is purely real, so its imaginary part should be 0. Hence now you can say imaginary part of this complex number is 0. Hence I can say 8 sine theta divided by 1 plus 4 sine square theta will be equal to 0. Now if it is equal to 0, then the numerator of this expression should be 0, that is sine theta should be 0, right? So sine theta is equal to 0, hence I can say theta is equal to n pi, where n belongs to integers. Okay, so this is the value of theta. Now we need to convert this complex number iota minus 1 divided by cos pi by 3. What is cos pi by 3? It is 1 by 2, and sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. We need to convert this into polar form. So let us first of all bring it into a plus iota b form, then we will proceed. So I can take this 2 here, and this will be iota minus 1 divided by 1 plus root 3 iota. So let me multiply and divide it with 1 minus root 3 iota. Now the numerator will become, this is 2 iota into 1, 2 iota minus 2, and then minus root 3 iota into 2 iota will become minus 2 root 3 iota squared, and this minus minus will become plus, so plus 2 root 3 iota. This is the numerator. What about the denominator? Denominator will be 1 squared plus root 3 squared. Let us see what do we have here. So this will become 2 iota, and let me separate the parts with iota and without iota. So this will become 2 root 3 here. So 2 root 3 minus 2 I am writing here, and divided by, this is 4. Then the part that has got iota I'll write here, 2 root 3 plus 2 iota divided by 4. Okay. So if you see, the real part is root 3 minus 1 by 2, and this imaginary part is root 3 plus 1 by 2 iota. Now we will deal with this expression only, right? And we will try to write it in polar form, right? So once we have reached at this, we will only require this expression. So I am deleting everything else. Root 3 minus 1 by 2, root 3 minus 1 by 2 plus iota root 3 plus 1 by 2. So this is the a plus iota b form of this question. Okay. Now to write it in polar form, I need two things. One is modulus, or what we call it as r. So what is the modulus? Root 3 minus 1 by 2 squared plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 squared square root. Right, this is what we require. And what is it equal to? This will be equal to, now if you see the denominator, this is 4, this is 4 after this squaring, so I can bring out 2 outside, and root 3 minus 1 squared, so it will be 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3, and this will be 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3, so minus 2 root 3 and plus 2 root 3 will be cancelled, and I'll have 8 inside, so it will be 2 root 2 by 2, hence it will be equal to root 2. So this is the modulus. Okay, what about the argument? So I'll first of all find tan phi, so it will be equal to root 3 plus 1 by 2 divided by root 3 minus 1 by 2 mod. Okay, so which is root 3 plus, let me divide the numerator and denominator by root 3, so it will be of the format 1 plus 1 over root 3 in the numerator and 1 minus 1 over root 3 in the denominator. This 2 is cancelled, right? So what is 1? For tan, it is tan pi by 4, and what is 1 by root 3? It is tan pi by 6, and in the denominator I can write it as 1 minus tan pi by 4, because tan pi by 4 is 1, so I can write it here, into tan pi by 6. So what I am trying here is, I am trying to bring this into tan a plus b formula form. So if you see, this is the formula for tan a plus b. So it will give me tan pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Okay. And what is tan pi by 4 plus pi by 6? This will be 6 pi plus 4 pi, 10 pi by 24. So 5 pi by 12. So this is tan 5 pi by 12. So 5 will be equal to 5 pi by 12. Now 5 pi by 12 is lesser than 6 pi by 12, right? So which is pi by 2. So this angle is in first quadrant. Hence, and if you see, this is in first quadrant, right? If you see, this is positive, this is positive. So we need the angle to be in first quadrant only, because my complex number is in first quadrant. So theta will be nothing but phi, which is 5 pi by 12. Okay. So what will be your final answer? It will be root 2 cos 5 pi by 12 plus iota sine 5 pi by 12. This is the polar form of the given complex number. Let us solve this question here itself. Okay, so I'll be solving it here. Iota raised to power 18. So if I divide 18 with 4, it will give me remainder 2. So iota raised to power 18 is nothing but 4k plus 2 type number, right? 18 is 4k plus 2, because if I divide 18 with 4, it will give me remainder 2. So what I am going to do is I'll ignore this, because iota raised to power 18 is what? Iota raised to power 16 into iota squared. So I can ignore this because this will be 1. So it is equal to iota squared. This is what I am saying, right? We studied about it in the theory lectures. So what I am going to do is I'll rewrite this bracket like this: iota squared, because iota raised to power 18 is 4k plus 2. When I divide 18 by 4, it will give me remainder 2. And this is iota raised to power 25. So I'll replace it with iota, because 25 is 4k plus 1. So what I'm going to write it here is iota squared plus 1 upon iota cubed. Okay. And further you can simplify it. You can write it as iota cubed plus 1 divided by iota cubed. And what is iota cubed? It is minus iota. So you can write 1 minus iota in the numerator and iota in the denominator. Right? And then if you want, we can eliminate this iota from the denominator by doing this. So which will give me iota plus 1 in the numerator, because iota into 1 is iota, iota into iota is minus 1. So minus minus plus 1 divided by minus 1. Now I just need to cube this expression. So iota plus 1 whole cubed, and this minus sign will be there in the end. So you don't forget about this minus sign. Let me write it here. Iota cubed plus 1 cubed plus 3 iota, iota plus 1. This is minus iota. So minus iota plus 1, and this will be plus 3 iota squared. So let me write it 3 iota squared first, then we will simplify it further. So this will be minus, this is minus iota, this is plus 1, this is minus 3, then plus 3 iota. So it will be 3 iota minus 1, 2 iota, and this is minus 2. So minus 2 I'll write as plus 2, and this 2 iota I'll write it as minus 2 iota because of this minus sign. So this is 2 minus 2 iota. Okay, and so this is my answer for this question, 2 minus 2 iota, because I cannot further simplify it. For any two complex numbers z1 and z2, we need to prove this expression. So what I suggest you to take is z1, you can take it as x1 plus iota y1, and z2 as x2 plus iota y2. Now what you do is you put it here and then prove it to be equal. So what I'll do is I'll find z1 into z2. z1 into z2 will be equal to product of these two, x1 plus iota y1 into x2 plus iota y2. So this will give me x1 x2 plus iota x2 y1 plus iota x1 y2 plus iota squared y1 y2. Okay. So if you see, the real part will be x1 x2 minus y1 y2, and imaginary part will be iota here x1 y2 plus x2 y1. Okay. And what was the equation? Real part of z1 z2. So what is real part of z1 z2? It is equal to this, which is x1 x2 minus y1 y2. What is x1? x1 is real part of z1. What is x2? Real part of z2. Similarly, y1 and y2 are imaginary parts of z1 and z2. So you can write it as real part of z1 into real part of z2 minus imaginary part of z1 into imaginary part of z2. So this is how you will prove. Reduce this into standard form. So let me focus on the first bracket first. 1 by 1 minus 4 iota minus 2 by 1 plus iota. And in the second one, I'll have 3 minus 4 iota by 5 plus iota. So let me simplify this one first. 1 plus iota minus 2 plus 8 iota divided by 1 minus 4 iota plus iota minus 4 iota squared. 3 minus 4 iota divided by 5 plus iota. So in this bracket, if you see, the numerator is 9 iota and then I'll have minus 1 here. So minus 1 plus 9 iota in the numerator, and in the denominator this will become plus 4 plus 1, 5 minus 3 iota. Okay, 5 minus 3 iota. And here I have 3 minus 4 iota divided by 5 plus iota. Now we just need to multiply these. So what will be the numerator? Numerator will be minus 3 plus 27 iota plus 4 iota minus 36 iota squared. And here I'll have 25 minus 15 iota plus 5 iota minus 3 iota squared. I see there is nothing in this question which is very conceptual. It is simple calculation. This will be plus 36 minus 3. So 33, and 27 plus 4 is 31. And in the denominator you will have, this is plus 3 plus 25, that is 28, and minus 10 iota. Right? Now what I'll do is I'll get rid of iota from the denominator by multiplying and dividing it with 28 plus 10 iota. So this is just heavy calculation, which is the numerator will be 28 into 33. So if I multiply 33 with 30, it will give me 990, and then I'll have to subtract 66, so 924. Right? When I multiply this with 28, so if I multiply it with 30, it would have given me 930, right? And I'll have to subtract 62 from it, right? So it will be 930 0 minus 62. 8, 6, 8. So 868 iota here, and then I'll have 330 iota, then 310 iota square. This will be the numerator. And what will be the denominator? It will be 28 squared plus 10 squared. Right? So let's write the numerator first. This will be minus 310. So 914 minus 300 will be 614. And this will be 8, 9, 11 iota. This is 784 plus 100. So it will give you 614 by 884 plus 1198 by 884 iota. Right? Now you can further simplify it. Right? If you can cancel some of this. You can write it as 307 here and 442 here. Right? So the real part will be 307 by 442, and here you can write 442, and then 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are 18, 2 9s are 18. So 599 by 442 iota as your imaginary part. This looks like a very simple question. For x minus iota y is given equal to square root of a minus iota b by c minus iota b, and I am looking for x squared plus y squared. So whenever I see something like this, I think about its conjugate. I think about this identity that we learned: z into z bar is equal to mod z squared. Right? So what is conjugate of this? X plus iota y, which is equal to conjugate of the right hand side, that is a plus iota b, c plus iota d. So wherever you see iota, you replace it with minus iota. That's it. You will have the conjugate. Now I'll multiply this and this. So on the left hand side, multiplying these, on the left hand side I'll have x squared plus y squared, right? Z into z bar, and it will be equal to mod z squared. So you don't have to even think about it, because even if you multiply these, anyways you will have x square plus y square, right? This is simple multiplication. First what I did is I found its conjugate and I multiplied these. That's it. So if I multiply these, in the numerator I'll have a minus iota b into a plus iota b, that will give me a squared plus b squared, and in the denominator I'll have c minus iota d into c plus iota d, that will give me c square plus d square. So have I got my answer? Am I making some mistake? No, there is no mistake, because the question that I have written here is wrong. The question was, on the left hand side I had x squared plus y squared squared should be equal to a square plus b square divided by c square plus d square. So if you see here, if I square it, right, I'll get rid of this radical sign, hence I'll get my answer. So what I have done here is I have found the conjugate, right? I have found the conjugate of this x minus iota y, similarly on the expression on the right hand side, and then I multiplied these together. So when I multiply this with this, I got x square plus y square, and I hope this question is pretty simple for you. So let's proceed to the next question without wasting any more time. Convert the following in polar form. So to convert it into polar form, I'll need the argument and the modulus. So first thing, I'll try to bring it into the a plus iota b form. So 4 plus iota squared minus 4 iota, it will be equal to 1 plus 7 iota divided by, this is minus 1, so 3 minus 4 iota. I'll multiply and divide it with 3 plus 4 iota. It will give me 3 plus 21 iota plus 4 iota plus 28 iota square. And here I'll have 9 plus 16. So this will be minus 28. So minus 28 plus 3 will be minus 25. And this is plus 25 iota divided by 25. Hence I'll have minus 1 plus iota here. So this is the standard a plus iota b form of this complex number that I started with. Now I need to write it in polar form, so I will require its modulus. So what is modulus? It is minus 1 squared plus 1 squared square root. It will be equal to root 2. And what will be the argument? So if you see, tan phi will be equal to 1 over minus 1 mod. So phi will be equal to pi by 4. And which quadrant are we talking about? X coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. So x coordinate is negative, y is positive. So we are talking about second quadrant here. So if phi is pi by 4, then what will be my argument? It will be pi minus pi by 4. That is 3 pi by 4. So now I have got the modulus, which is root 2. I have got the argument, which is 3 pi by 4. So this is the polar form that I want. This is my answer. Okay. What about the second part here? Second part is 1 plus 3 iota divided by 1 minus 2 iota. So let us first of all multiply and divide it with 1 plus 2 iota. So the numerator will become 1 plus 3 iota plus 2 iota plus 6 iota squared. And the denominator will become 1 plus 4. So 1 minus 6 is minus 5, and this is 5 iota divided by 5. If you see, I have got the same complex number which I got for this after simplifying, right? So it will be no different. It will also have polar form, root 2 cos 3 pi by 4 plus iota sine 3 pi by 4, right? Essentially this and this complex number have got same magnitude and same argument, because they are the same complex number written in different forms. Solve each of the questions here. So these are quadratic equations. First of all, what I'll do is I'll find their discriminant. So what will be the discriminant of this question here? Sixth, b squared, that is minus 4 squared, minus 4a into c. This is 16 minus 80. What is 80 minus 16? It is 64. So minus 64 will be here. Now what is the solution? X will be equal to minus b, that is minus of minus 4, plus minus root d, that is minus 64 by 2a. So 2 into 3. And it will be equal to 4 plus minus, this will be 8 iota by 6. So 2 plus minus 4 iota by 3 will be the solution of this question. For this, the discriminant will be minus 2 squared minus 4 into a into c. It will give me 2 here. This is 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. So this is my discriminant. What will be the solution? Minus b, that is minus of minus 2, plus minus the discriminant here by 2a. So I'll write 2 here. And it will be equal to 2 plus minus root 2 iota by 2. So this is my solution. You can write it separately also. You can write it as 2 by 2, that is 1 plus minus root 2 by 2 iota. You can write it like this also. What is the discriminant? It is 10 squared or minus 10 squared minus 4 into 27 into 1. So it will be equal to 100 minus, this will be 108. So minus 8, right? What are the solutions? Minus b, that is 10, plus minus square root of minus 8 by 2 into 27, which is 10 plus minus root 8, that is 2 root 2 iota, divided by 2 into 27. So I can take 2 common from the numerator and write it as 5 plus minus root 2 iota divided by 27. So this is my solution. Give me a moment. Okay, let us look at this one. Discriminant is minus 28 squared minus 4 into 21 into 10. What is 28 squared? It is 784. And what is this? This is 84 into 10, 840. I hope the calculation is correct. So it will give me 40 and then 16, 56, negative 56, right? Solutions will be 28 plus minus root 56 iota divided by 2 into 21. So can I take 2 common? Yes. It will be 14. I'll have to take 4 outside from it, so it will be 1 4 inside, and I'll have 21 iota. So this will be my solution. Z1 is given as 2 minus iota, Z2 is given as 1 plus iota, and I need to find mod of this expression here, Z1 plus Z2 plus 1 divided by Z1 minus Z2 plus iota. This is iota. Okay, so I'll write the numerator Z1 plus Z2. So sum of these, this is 2 minus iota and this is 1 plus iota. So sum will be 3 only, right? Because iota will get cancelled. And then this plus 1 here divided by Z1 minus Z2. So 2 minus 1, 1, minus iota, minus 2 iota. So 1 minus 2 iota and then plus iota. I hope the calculation is correct. Yes. So I'll have 4 divided by, this is 1 minus iota. And what is the mod of this? I know the mod of 4 is anyways 4, and mod of 1 minus iota we have calculated many times. It is root 2. So the answer is 2 root 2. Okay. Mod of 1 minus iota is what? 1 square plus minus 1 squared square root. This is what we have done many times in this exercise itself. See, I just noticed that there seems some discrepancy in the question here and the NCERT, because in your book I think here you have got 1 in place of iota. So your answer will be different. Now what will your answer be? Let us check that also. For this question it is correct, 2 root 2. Now let us check for the question where this iota is not there and there is 1 here. Okay, so what I am saying is, if I replace this with this question here, 1. Now what will be the solution? it will be a little different. Otherwise the concept will be exactly the same, right? Answer will be a little different. So let us check. Okay. See, z1 plus z2 plus 1 in the numerator will still give you z1 plus z2 is 3 and plus 1, so it will give you 4 here, and z1 minus z2 is 1 minus 2 iota, and now here I have 1 now, right? As per NCERT book, this is the question. So let us see what will the answer now. 4 by 2 minus 2 iota I'll have. So this will be 2 by 1 minus iota, right? And we know the mod of 1 minus iota is root 2. So 2 upon root 2, hence root 2, this will be your answer as per the question given in NCERT. But if you take this as your question, then the answer would have been 2 root 2. So what we did was correct. Now when we change this question to this question, then your answer will be root 2. Okay. We will continue this miscellaneous exercise in next lecture.